But in spite of all of that, you got to keep the faith. See, everybody walking around with a weight on their shoulders. Just like the church at Sardis. They had become weary. And when you become weary, you're no longer watchful. When you become weary, you're more focused on yourself than the assignment that God has for you. When you become weary, you begin to focus on worldly things, news, focus on everything but what God has purpose for us. It's a dangerous thing to become so weary that we become ease at Zion. Until we get to the point where we begin to give God anything. Let me encourage you that you may not attend the building, but you still ought to give God your best praise. You might have lost some things that was dear to you, even some peoples that was dear to you, but you still ought to give God your best praise. Everything that you had conjured up and planned, it might seem like it's passing on. Might look like it's drifting away from you. But I don't know about you, but sometimes I feel like I'm all by myself, and just when I think that I'm all by myself, I'm reminded that God is still on my side. So when I can't strengthen those that won't hear me, I begin to strengthen that I have left. And I begin to give God praise, because in spite of all that I've been through, in spite of all that I've lost, I don't ever want God to think that I'm just going to give him a better do. I don't ever want him to think that I want to give him something that I don't want. But when I look back over my life, and sometimes I view myself in the mirror and I see how awesome God built me, how he took time to place things in order for me. So I can't afford to just give him a dare do. When I pray, I want to make sure that I use his word. I want to make sure that my heart is pure. I want to make sure that he understands that I'm giving him my all. When I come to worship, I want to give him a dare to do worship, so I pure my heart when I walk through the sanctuary, walk in the sanctuary. I want God to understand that this one is for you. It's everything that I have because of how you built me, God. This is the reason why I'm giving you my best worship. I walk in not worried about who's looking at me. I walk in not worried about what happened before I got here. I don't worry about what's going to take place when I leave here. But God, I want to give you my undivided attention. I want to give you every being that I have, because I understand that you are what I have left. I want you to understand God was telling the church at Sardis, he said, I know your deeds. He said, I know your reputation. And your reputation is great. And even though the peoples are alive physically, my question this morning as we continue to go through what we're going through, and even has another virus that's on the way and has begun to attack bodies, my question to you, have you died spiritually? Just because of a pandemic or a virus, have you died spiritually? In Sardis, they got to a point of being too relaxed. In Zion, you wonder why so much is attacking you. Why is it that it looks like everything is going wrong? We're too relaxed